I've been here for 3 years. Yeah. Yep. I own Normal Town Coffee. It's a small batch specialty roaster that specializes in customers who brew at home. I deliver coffees Mondays and Fridays and roast to order. I give steep discounts for providing your own containers, and if I end up having to drive to you, I charge a 15% emissions tax. I'm trying to 100% create no emissions along the way. I started in September and just been going strong since. My goal is to engage the community through coffee with education and service. Well, it's really coffee in general. It's the second largest commodity in the world, below oil. And it's not because it stimulates you. You can do a lot of things to stimulate you. There's an entire culture, and there's community behind a cup. You drink a cup of coffee, you're like, yeah, this is awesome, but then at the same time, you can engage with your neighbors, with strangers over a cup of coffee. It's more than a stimulant. It's culture, community.
I don't know the full story, but I know that this place used to be a gas station, and then it was like this insurance business. I think it depends on who you ask, but yeah, I think it's about presentation and actual quality of the bean, and just like people, I like that coffee brings people together. Like, you have to sit down and drink it together. So that's my favorite part of coffee.
My favorite beverage is probably black coffee. Yeah. Yep.
I just usually drink black coffee, but if I want to switch it up, I like cortados, which is sort of like a latte but smaller. It's the same ratio, but 6 ounce instead of bigger.
Donut-wise, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It seems like it's not going to be. Everyone always stares at me when I tell them that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best donut, but it's really good. You got vanilla and some cinnamon, a little bit of crunch. Really good.
We do hot drip on Thursdays. We do pour over Thursday. We've got I cannot remember the name of the espresso machine, but we've got espresso, and we've got nitro coffee as well, which is cold brew coffee that we infuse with nitrogen in a keg and put it on tap, and it comes out like a Guinness. It's nice and frothy, a real robust body. Super.
We have regular drip coffee. We have French press, Chemex, espresso drinks. I think that's about it.
We get all of our whole beans from Jittery Joe's, which is on Barber Street. They've roasted our beans since we've been open. The guy, Seth Hendershot, the man himself, worked for the tasting room, which is where the idea of Hendershots was born, about 8 or 9 years ago now.
We get them from both of the local roasters, so Thousand Faces and Jittery Joe's. I really like getting to know the people that come in, being able to see familiar faces and get to know people's stories, and just giving people drinks, and it makes me happy.
Not a super fancy coffee place. We're not as cool as Thousand Faces and whatnot, but as I say, you need something along with the coffee. So we've just got more on the extra side of it, and just some love in the coffee area. I think we make probably during the week about 14 dozen donuts per day. Yeah. It's a lot, but everything, if you like baking, which I love baking, it's definitely a different technique, but it's a lot of fun. So I believe it was in 2008, and so this used to be a different bakery called Black Forest Bakery, which a lot of people who have lived in town will still come and be like, did this used to be something else? Originally it was actually a auto mechanic place, so if you look at it, those are garage doors, and this whole front cafe part is brand new. So I guess Black Forest put this part in, and then in 2008 we bought the store and opened, and it started mostly with just Corey working every shift. So she is an angel, not entirely sure how she does everything, and then slowly kind of grew. Most people do know us for our donuts, so we do donut cakes and whatnot, and I think just by word of mouth we kind of got out. So it's a lot of fun, and even just in the past year I've seen us grow. So.